Hi, I am Alex. I am 16 years old and have been skating since the age of 3. I am currently skating out of the West Carleton Skating Club and during the spring and summer months go to different clubs around Ottawa. Skating is not just something I love to do, it's a lifestyle. I am currently in grade 11 at All Saints Catholic High School. I hope that when I graduate I am able to go to university somewhere here in Ottawa or in Ontario. On the session that I am filming these videos on, it is at the Minto Skating Club with the pre-Canskate levels up to the 6th level in Canskate. My favorite part about coaching Canskate is that I am able to see the improvement that skaters over the year have done. It's so amazing that people at such a young age are already able to skate, as well as being able to show others how much I love the sport, and hopefully one day they would love it just as much as I do too.
Hey guys, I'm going to be your coach today, and we're here at the pool, and we're going to be doing backwards sliding. So if everybody wants to follow me, we're going to start over here. Let's line up behind me. We're first doing full speed on the sit glide. Keep following. Good job. Now we're doing and backwards. Sit glide. Going backwards, 2 foot to 1 foot glide. Now backwards slide. We're going to start over here. You want to keep going? Now it's forward. 2 foot line on the circle to 1 foot glide. 2 foot to 1 foot. Good job. 2 foot to 1 foot. Once you got around, we're going to switch to backward. Second part, yes, backwards.
Okay.
What worked well for my first lesson plan was the flow of the circuit. Also, the amount of time that each element was given for at least every student to go through it twice or more. What didn't work well, but was expected to not work as well, was the transitioning circles with forwards 2-foot glides to a 1-foot glide, then transitioning to a different direction on a different circle to a backwards 2-foot glide to a 1-foot glide. This was expected not to work as well because it's one of the more advanced elements that a level 2 and 3 are working on. What I would do differently next time is to make sure that every student is following along, and that if I need to stop and slow down or have a PA with me to make sure each student is able to go through the circuit at least once and understand how each element should be done. Yes, I did deviate from my plan. As I was drawing out the circuit on the ice, I had to add in some forward skating to get to one of the next elements, because the way I planned it on the paper, it was spread out, but as I started drawing it, I realized I made it a little too squished together.
Alex, and I'm going to be your coach today, and today we're going to do backwards gliding and backwards spelling. So you're going to follow me this way. We're going to start here. We're going to start off with forward skating to a stop. And then backwards. When you get to the orange pylon, we're going to turn forward and do skating. Skating and to a stop. And then backwards again. Backwards 2-foot glide to a 1 foot. We're going to go backwards. Great job. And backwards 2 foot to a 1 foot. Let's see if Desmond try the 1 foot. Oh, awesome. That's okay, you can go around. Are you okay? Desmond, you have to get it right, okay? Great job. Backwards, Bubbles. Backwards, Desmond. See it backwards. Let's turn backwards. Good job. Backwards, Bubbles. Keep your head up. Good job. See that 2 foot to 1 foot. Great. Yeah, good job. Try and hold it as long as you can. Good job. Let's see how long you can hold it. 1, 2, oh, great. Good job. Keep coming this way. Make sure you turn backwards. There we go. Backwards. Great. The 2 foot slide. You can go around if you like. So we're not running into each other. There we go. Light foot. Aw. Hope you can feel better soon. Keep going backwards. Good job. Try the 1 foot. Oh, great. Now we can go forward. Go fast and then stopping. Good job. Full stop to backwards. Stop. Desmond, let's see the full stop. Good try. Next time. Now the feet and the work of stopping, but you're doing great. You're doing great. Let's see those backwards 2 foot glides. Can you show me? Oh, you have a loose too? Ah. 2 foot, 1 foot. Great. You can practice it. Great job. Oh, nice stop. Choose the slide. The 1 foot. Good job. Hi. Oh. Do you want to stand up? Let's see if I can help you with that 2 foot slide. You're feeling tired? Let's stand up the end of the way or else the other kids are going to come to sleep. Thank you. Good job. Can I see your 2 foot? Let's see. I'll help you. Ready? Wow. But we're going to try it hard. Skate backwards. You can keep coming. Great job. No, you can't hang on to me. We have to try it ourselves. Can you show me? Let's try it. Wait. Everybody please. Thanks, guys. I had so much fun today. And next week we're going to be working on our backwards skating and stomping. Bye. Thank you. High five. Good job. Awesome. High five. Ready? High five. Good job. Thank you.
For my second lesson plan, I found what really worked well was the pace of the circuit. It allowed kids to go through it at their own pace, and for some who were faster, were able to work through it really fast. And for some who were a bit slower, were also able to do it at their pace. What also worked well was the changing from backwards to forwards, especially when you're alternating. It gives them a challenge. You could tell that some had to slow down a bit, but then others were able to definitely do it a bit faster, especially doing forwards to backwards bubbles and 2-foot glide to 1-foot glide, and just overall skating was definitely improved. So what didn't work well was the stationary sculling. I found it was something a little more difficult for them to understand. They definitely had the concept and grasp it, but to actually do the movement, it was a little more difficult for them, especially trying to get the right edges and almost like a half moon shape for each foot. I didn't have to deviate my lesson plan, and what I would do next time is that to increase the more of the pictures and show more, like to show more interest, hopefully from the kids, that by adding more signs maybe and different pictures, hopefully that would help bring more enthusiasm to what they were doing.